What's up, peeps? I guess you thought maybe something happened to me? Not yet, at least. If I got it, you know, 27 days, something like that, right? I'm much better now for, I think of this fucking lingering thing in the back of my throat, though. I can't swallow it. I can't fucking gag it up. So, but I do have allergies and I do cough, and it's just coughing. Yeah, I cough. Just, we're not going to get into that. So I blow my nose a lot, and that's normal for me. So it's nothing new. I'm listening to Linda Moulton Howe. I love her. Earth Files is her. Earth Files, one word. I think. Is it one word? Yeah, Earth Files, one word. I love her. She's in the UFO community, and she's a sweet lady. All right, I want to listen to this. All right, I've got some news here, guys. So, it's a good thing that I waited till later to gather all this information. So, beep 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 beep. News, breaking news. Well, from the world stage, we have 1,300 now in South Korea that are infected, if that's true. 706 from the Diamond Princess cruise, from that one. Italy now has 400 cases. Japan, 200. Singapore, 100, the same as Hong Kong. And the U.S. now has 70. And let's get into other numbers here. Apparently there's 7,600 people being watched and doing self-quarantine, I guess, in California. There's one case now in Northern California. Not sure exactly where, but San Francisco yesterday declared a state of emergency in the city to kind of get a hold of this, and they're going to start using whatever things are necessary, which I don't know if that's going to mean, keeping people in their house and all that kind of stuff or whatnot. I hear there's... oh, no, I don't hear. That was on the news. 212 cases of suspected people are being watched here in Ohio. Not sure where, but that's concerning because that's where I'm at. I'm in Cincinnati, outskirts of Cincinnati. But that's concerning. But I have not been near anybody. I've been to Walmart once, a couple times since this whole thing. Did I go to Kroger? I don't think I went to Kroger. But anyway, my wife's the one that works downtown. As far as I know, she hasn't gone out to eat. She's been bringing stuff in, so she's eating there. But one person that does work in her office was in Thailand and came back the 1st of January. So, if he would have gotten sick, I would imagine it would have been then, because it's been past 27 days. So, let's cross our fingers there, because if he's asymptomatic, it's possible I could have it if she brought it home, my daughter. Now, my son goes to the University of Cincinnati, and there's a lot of Chinese students there. And there's probably as well as Japanese and so forth as well, but a lot of Chinese. So there's that factor with him picking it up on surfaces in the air, in class. But again, he's in archaeology, geology, so I don't know how many Chinese are here for that. I would imagine they're here for higher degrees. And I'm not being racist there. I don't take me wrong. I mean, that's fact. Um, some might be, other things. UC has a great uh, lawyers college, great medical, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, I'm digging myself hole in a hole. I don't mean to. It's just facts. Iran now has 150 cases. Bahrain and Kuwait both have 30 cases. Report came out, says that numbers could be up to 52 times higher than reported in Shandong province, because they underreported numbers to get factories open again, because they're under pressure to get people back to work and moving the economy again. And I guess they have to meet certain criteria for them to do that, and underreporting is one way that they're circumventing the government and trying to do this so they can make money again. So some Chinese flew to Thailand to escape the lockdown. And then from there, they flew to Europe and America to bypass the Chinese no flights coming in from China to the U.S. and Europe. At the time, Thailand was still being able to have flights come in the U.S. Not anymore. But that's a scary situation in itself. Like 500 million left prior to the lockdown, and then a bunch more escaped, trying to escape the lockdown before it actually really got bad. So, so here's some numbers and facts that are out there right now. Obviously, if these numbers are skewed and higher, 52 times higher or whatever, we know the numbers aren't coming out of China correctly. So, but 60 to 70% of the world's population is supposed to get this. Okay. 80% of those people are going to have cold-like symptoms, maybe nothing. They might not feel anything, but you're going to be asymptomatic if you get it. So you're going to be able to spread it to 1.5 to 4 people. So it's a very high R0 value. So, and that's just the value of one person can affect 1.5 to 4 people. That's what it's called, the R0 factor. It's like a ratio. So out of the remaining, 15% are going to get really bad pneumonia, okay? And 5% are going to be in the ICU. And out of those 5%, there's going to be a 3% death rate. And that's what it's showing now. So, there it is in a nutshell right now, guys. And it's rapidly going. Oh, Brazil had their first case today. So South America's getting it, guys. They just don't have the testing and the tests to do it and properly diagnose people. So who knows who's got it there and who doesn't and whatnot. This certainly would ravage the indigenous population of the Amazon, which is going to be terrible. A lot of those tribes do not have any immune to anything because they have never come in contact to man. Some have because they have, but there's some tribes out there that don't even have any contact with man. Just like that's going to be that one tribe that's in, God, where the heck was that? Somewhere down in the Indian Ocean or somewhere down there. Or maybe it was in Asia, where they'll kill you. You set foot on the beach and you're pretty much dead. they shoot arrows in the sky at planes, so yeah, they may survive in whole, intact. But so we have here's the kicker. If you do the math, we have 7.8 billion 7.8 billion people on the planet. So say 60% of the people get it. So you're looking at 14. No, what the heck was it? I forget what it was. It was like 4.6 billion people are going to get this. Okay. And out of those 4.6 billion people, if there's a 3% death rate, you're looking at 144 million people around the world that are going to die. So if you look at the numbers like that, you look at China. China's got how many people? 4 or 5 billion, maybe, or something like that. 4 billion, 3 billion. I don't know. Let's check that out right now, shall we? That's what we got the internet for. So, come on. It's a little slow. Chill out, boys. I'll be up in a minute. All right. Oh, so as of 2017, they had 1.3 billion. So India had 1.3 as well. Wow. So you got 3 years going on there. They have like close to 2 billion people or something like that now. So 60% of 2 billion is what? Hold on. I have this, so hold on. Hold on. I got a calculator somewhere on this thing. I think I got a calculator on this. Do I not? Oh, there it is. Okay. So here we go. So we have 2 billion people times 60%. So you're looking at 1,200,000,000 people. All right. So 60% of the Chinese population. 1.2 billion. All right. Of that 1.2 billion, times 3%, 36 million people are going to die or have died. So, no wonder the the crematoriums are running 24/7, and there's so much sulfur dioxide and stuff in the air. It's numbers, guys. So, I'm only being a realist. I'm not being a fear monger, fear porn dude. I just want you guys to understand the fathom of this, what it could potentially be, and that you really need to get ready to do something to help yourselves and try to stay safe. I can't stress that enough. So, the CDC came out yesterday, and they even said it tonight when President, which kind of was weird. It started at 6:45, and the national news was on. And they didn't break to it. They just kept on reporting the news, and then the 7 o'clock news, the local news that comes on again, they didn't have anything on it either. Okay, so I don't know if anybody saw it or not, because if you did, it was taped. So they may have cut shit out. So I wouldn't trust it. What was I going to say? Oh, the CDC said that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when it starts to spread. And it depends on how, bad it's going to be and so forth, that um, there may be major disruptions in our everyday lives. Now you say, what is a major disruption, Chris? Well, let's say supply chain down, supermarkets out of food, shelter, shelves being bare, only things that nobody wants. Um, Possible gas shortages because the gas stations will run out or nobody's there to run them. You may be quarantined in your home or in your apartment. Um, National Guard, martial law. This will be all coming down the pike, guys. So, it's just something that nobody really thought about. It was in the back of your mind, maybe, some of us, but I never thought about, this was going to take us down, take the world down. I always thought maybe it was going to be, some type of natural disaster that was going to be pretty big that might wipe out a lot of people, but I could survive a West Coast thing like that, or I can survive a New Madrid, earthquake, or at least, we definitely feel it here in Cincinnati for sure. Definitely could survive tornadoes. But this is a silent killer. I was talking to my buddy today. He came to visit, and he lives out in Yellow Springs, and he doesn't get too many people, too close. But, I made the analogy that, you remember Raiders of the Lost Ark at the end where the lightning went through everybody, really quick and killed everybody and whatnot. Well, it's like this. It goes real quick like lightning throughout these communities that have it and are so close together that, in the Middle East, they kiss each other. Europe, they kiss each other. At least here we shake hands. Ugh. So we wash them. You don't wash your face, all the time and so forth when after you kiss somebody. So fucking Chinese shouldn't have had this anyway in their arsenal. But God knows what we have. We may have the same shit. I just saw a patent that was in November 2018 that was the United States patent for the coronavirus. Now, don't know which one it was or what it was. Excuse me. But this was apparently stolen from Canadian lab, which it's documented. There was a couple that got in trouble and they got busted for stealing shit and taking it back to China. And they think that they took this prior to them getting busted in one of their trips back. And then the Chinese government did their dastardly dirty work and manipulated the RNA and made this into a virus that has an incubation period like no other, can stay on the surface like no other, is aerosolized in the air where you can just breathe it in. Doesn't matter if you can close contact. It can just, whatever. It's in your feces, it's in your urine, it's in your vomit, it's in your tears, your spit. Anything. It's just crazy. Diabolical. And that just goes to show that they don't value life. They eat dogs, for God's sake. There's dog restaurants all over China, and they're gonna deny it. Oh, you don't eat dog. We don't eat dog. Yeah, you do. And other animals, cats, yeah, everything. So That's not a fantasy. It's a fact. And apparently their hygiene is just totally nasty. These gas station bathrooms, truck stops along the highway, that kind of stuff. There's no toilet paper. There's no place to wash your hands, no soap. And there are holes in the floor that drop down over a hill, and whatever drops down slides down the hill into a stream, a river maybe, or it just sits there and it just stinks. This is rural China, not Beijing, not, the glamour cities like Wuhan. Um, it's not like that. Rural China is rural China. Rural hick towns. I mean, it's poverty. I mean, it's bad. So to have all this stuff always come out of China, I mean, it's just, is it really from the animals, or is it really from these labs that are doing this stuff? And yeah, I don't know. That's my rant and rave tonight, guys, for the day. Peace out. You guys be good. Oh, Lord. That's a long one today. So, be safe. Do what you can. I know people don't have the means, I just save up and then I buy. So, if you can, do it. At least get what you can at the grocery store. And don't make a panic out of it, and don't panic anybody else. You don't want to start something. Just do what you need to do, be quiet about it, and get out and store your stuff. All right, guys, be safe. I love you guys. We're on this together. We will rebuild if need be, and get this stuff going again. But they did say that there's a chance of reinfection of someone that had it and doesn't have it now, or didn't have it before, and they're trying to go back to work. And they also say that the reinfection is going to be deadlier than the first time. So that's another thing to watch out for. So that's it. Love you guys. Be safe. Be prepared. It's okay to be scared. Just make that, into something positive and do something about it. And you know what? If you do prepare and you get some stuff together and nothing happens, or you didn't need to use it for some reason, then you've got it for the next time, whatever that next time is. So be good, guys. I'm going to bed. It is 11:11. I'm past my bedtime. No. See you guys. I love you guys.